dia bibia e teacher fo na Ghana teacher fo bo fu aban papa teacher fo me chiamo Auntie Elizabeth apia teacher ni bia menini bia me mo ni bia me se me chiamo omo se omo wo aban ni ma omo development allowance anka November bia na etuamom the expectation is say November we so enka ban ni betuamom aye 2000 Ghana cedis enti eno de eno ne ba say de we developing hu bia wo be enhance hu say de bia obetumi a kira de aban na mfa ama owi a o se gise December enu teacher fo mu ni am si Kwame Aban and I know my friends Kwaku Ghana. Kwame Dramani, the president, teacher for you serious. Now, Odin go for BSC Cabediagra, and teacher for the Mexicano. Obia send dear Quines teacher ni. Timisre say a basse Sicanu Yam Womwa. No, I catch your momentum. No, Marsha, but I could be an meaning come say. Send on himself beba, and take a credit down on or the acquire Christmas shopping. MCA bra. And that day 26, exactly a month today, a Boxing Day. And therefore, you cover a large chunk of the year, no. And then, Seneka one, I can't exactly 1 month. Now, final kone year. I had 365 days, no. You come 330 days. And see, yani atiasi de emu ensem. I am wish say. A year today, ye nyina be send di nkomo ne watie me ne na mesmati on ne watena se catch on who say nyame de ubetwa 2026 a year today na won so odi nkomo bi teacher for said there be disca no akoye shopping nti aban me sre teacher for kakra bi aka bia no we de sre emfa o munni agro na de om di agro be hawo na e dia biem na ekọ Minister responsible for education, Ura Haruna Idrusu, and was Sitag. So, or so, Mancasa, money 2 weeks. Now, 2 weeks in a day, or Ben sure say, a cabia or Diomubiano, or my allowances, no, obey me a tia. A dear Nancy, Sitag, say almost cost strike. Because so development allowances, any book and research allowances, now, and what's that binding more mono. For the past 2-3 years on TI. And until Monday, and omo hinte so mun go school. And I mean on din komo. Emma ya aware say Monday no any enra nyina no. Reporters say call colleges of education. And in crab I say oko school wa sabi. Ade omo team students ntimi ya say omo sika kakra wo ho no. And omo de to bibi die. And no so de basa ade a na car free bebia ne nam. Nipa na omu no omu se sika addition na also omusua no so omu nya bi ti omu de omu play with the omu teachers no sen ko omu samra no mekire omu ade na e de aban de be mo omu ebre de aban say watie students no e ha no na within 2 weeks messe aban any minister no responsible say omu nye ne eye needful na sika no omu mfa mo omu na 2023 be pim na de adai teacher for sika de so one farm more ma 97.9 one ka se be so asemo menim se wonim sa education wa na ejina biem na the same minister no say or the budget no 2026 budget make provision for 292 million Ghana cedis and they koto sanitary parts ama young girls are more basic secondary schools no ni nyina ne say aban no it was a promise by the government of the day say oba say no obeye budget ne ba ye no initial na budget ne say ombeto 6.3 million parts na dia mom na be cost 292 enunti during budget debate no na MP for Otafo Owura Vincent Asefua be kan say hey aban wasem na be kan no kre wadi so na so me wo asem bi ka o se reset agenda no o ya tete parts no so sanitary part no na ye den na sika si ate so dia sika na wotwa ye 292 million Ghana cedis no eno a eho nkontabuo na adebu ene se me calculate per 6.7 na be kan dia na say a unit of a pad biara no ebe cost 44 Ghana cedis.
Fox
abai
7.9
won so se wo baaye no ya te niema so enti ye na won ka no kranchen ana se de na asi we dia me se ebi a wo beka se ha ono kwano no obepa asem ahya aban no enti no okeka sa na mimi se o women banking no sika se na de ko ho ana onim se 292 no de se de ko sa area yi dia na se ko consumables so ye nya anything in return but women banking ne de well wo de ma yenko tiemra ye wia emu asem foforo ame obia me no beka yenko tie nsem a owura Vincent asefua e kaaye na ye ba ye beto ade aka so.
We'll tell you that 292 million Ghana cedis divided by 6.6 million packs of pad is 44 Ghana cedis, almost 45 Ghana cedis. The big question is, they came to this floor early this year when they were championing the argument that because of effective management of the economy, now a pack of pad is 45 Ghana cedis. In fact, on the social media platform of the Ministry of Finance, Atufonsi himself posted this tweet. He said that a pad is now 15 Ghana cedis, and indeed it has reduced from 25 Ghana cedis. Let us grant them that. According to them, they are saying that a pack of a pad is 15 Ghana cedis. How then do you now allocate 292 Ghana cedis and supply 6.6 million pads? What that means for 44 Ghana cedis. This is what I raised on the floor of Parliament. To buttress the point, this is a friendly media statement based on TV, where it is rightly quoted that they bought, or if you like, the price of Yas sanitary pad, which was 25 Ghana cedis in January, is now going for 15 Ghana cedis. So I have not said anything out of the blue. It is their own document, it is their own budget statement in 2025 and 2026, which is suggesting to the people of Ghana that one pad is 44 Ghana cedis. Today if you go to Malata, I know there are ladies here. I do not think that if you are buying a pad, as sought by the Minister of Education when he said that it is a pad, I do not think that when you are buying a pad, they just take a single one and give it to you.
Yo, where you much you, hey, oh my we no. Hey, pad. And near my okwa baby no. Ten way, near here no, a 10 way. Minka say no, a ye, but a ye am priority na. Minister to us I no say abranti. Wabon kakra. Hey, the American no, maybe can be Yanko Tia Minister Haruna Idrusu, the also can in return. Haruna Idrusu, yes,
chose to do chop bar arithmetic. He just took the number of 6.6 million first batch of sanitary pads supplied and came to the conclusion that government was procuring sanitary pads as 45 Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, that is palpable falsehood. The total number of sanitary pads being procured by government is 12,208 at 292 million. Not for him to just take 6.6 million and divide it by 292 million and come to the conclusion that one of it is costing 45.
Yo, or say chop bar argument no ye. Mimi so now the anti okasema. Na say yes and yet na chop bar argument. You say any and nam chop bar there. Papa no. Well, but out of four say nia woka ye no why increase number na. Nia also ye ni say wa let you and now say within the content of the budget no. Omo say oh onset no nanka a unit price no 44 but the artist about 50 into benya twice the size and now 2 times the value one ka okaka we a eno say choba argument eh na mwanka sakura mo hono say na mo yem hono yo ene aye nyina ho are ene ma min ko bi sade foforo na say betumi anya 292 million na ye di akoto sanitary pass dia aden na zipline yenye sika emfa emma won na mom 3 centers of zipline activities no ye close e dey na aba zipline minim say one of the initiative and innovations are the former government buy na ba o dey buy no enye ono kwa na serve no e serve Ghanaians across the globe. Them say Ghana enye din because of zipline introduction. Say there 3 centers no aye enum center no me no ka say yatum Western North say also center e hokra na minister for health ne enclave e ho so yatum e na afa krachi end no eno so yatum ni nyina ne say aban e de omoka $175 million na wo beka asem yi eye nana yaw nana ayi wa free a wo ye ranking member health committee e wo parliament MP for efijasi asokore na mi bisa say enti aban yi bai enu ane nei enu accumulated debt to the tune of $175 million ana na enu ana na wo ho no na wo ban ti ho no e die na wo ye ne wo champion this course wo tua bi nura enkene anyeka wo to na wo tua yere foforo fiu na yaw enim MPP e die na mo ye ne ba bi adura ene de wo na wasori agina say ye tutu we mu ye na mo nso mo nye bi mo ye ni ye a oman no ye ho beto yen afei minu mienu a recipient of these services no e ba dia anum dia no e serve Eastern part of Central any part of Ashanti region.
Fox.
Center ni otumwa services are this zipline service drones no dey ba no emmabiem unim say ya ambulances nso one district and one ambulance na se wo kono ngo na nyambo and na wase ye befa wa se beduru ho no wawu ana ukoni wadi ase okro bi di wuriye ana homa eho na wase ye befa wa mi wa say zipline no drone no ebetumi asani aduro no tuni wadi ase ma immediately ya reach wherever wo na nke de amount mesre say wo sikasi a minim say wo convert 292 million baby bedro in terms of dollars mesre mo mathematicians no monye mami Diane calculate ma me hwe na ne ye hwe say we no on be ka say an e ma na de na no ani san mo da bi mani nsan mo na nso eduru ba bi a yenye de beboa yenyina na oman no ye ho ntoye yenkɔ ne nkotie nana yaw doctor ayu afrie kakra emra na ye ba
the human and the lifeline of this country. I say and I tender in this document that zipline is decommissioning 3 of its centers, Center 4, Center 5, and then Center 6. What does this mean? There has been non-engagement and also inability for government to provide funds for zipline. Mr. Speaker, allocation this year was 20 million, knowing very well that you owe zipline as of now 175 million. Mr. Speaker, what this means is that as this letter says they are shutting down these 3 centers, the Enum Center supplies the whole of Volta region. It supplies part of Eastern region and the Afan Plains. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down with the Western North, Sefi, the minister's own backyard, Sefi also distribution center. That means that they are not supplying blood, medicines, the whole Western North, part of Western region, part of Central region, Ashanti region, Ahafo, Bono. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down effective today Table office, the Kachi distribution center, and that means that Kachi, part of Savannah, and also East Afan Place. Effective today, people are going to die needlessly of shortage of blood, medication, vaccines. Mr. Speaker, the reason why they are shutting down is because of the lack of funding. The resetting has made sure that there's no funding to the zipline entity. The resetting has made sure that these people are not supposed to provide services, and for that matter, zipline is best described as a comatose entity needing resuscitation, and that resuscitation they need for themselves is actually l'argent, money. They are not being given. Mr. Speaker, this news is terrifying. to the ordinary person living in remote areas in this country. Mr. Speaker, as a matter of fact, we must do something because the shutdown starts today, and this is not right. Something should have been done, and something should have been mentioned of it in the principles of this budget. But that is not so, and I hope the minister will do something about this, because life lost, especially a lot of emergencies that we have, maternal death, all related to lack of blood and blood related.
7.9.
Yo, etiefo we de mo amati. Say we no kra the budget no kra nsan capture. Hentie say the drone services ne de. Zip line service no. Ye be pause ansa. Ana nsem bia ne nam wiem say aban no osusu say we nye ono no project. Eti ne wo jama akona Ghana fo nya ya aban project o. Me ne omienu nyina. Enti kwa me aban mesre kopesi kana ba bia obenya sika bia no. $175 million no. Kotua na zip line and resume adwuma. Enye sa 3 centers ya omo edi commission there. Ebe affect yem papa. Saban unimu a de ekono no.
Fox.
Afe
97.9.
na wati ye wa have ya there. Ye say air pollution Ghana ha. Se ba bia na ma ye humi de humi bia. Enya de ye papa. Question is say ane media mejitum Ghana Health Service caution yen. Enti me assures enche ye be san introduce nose masks. Na as a measure met media anka me no mienu yen hyase. Especially when a dry season e sambai yen hyase. Na yen wear your nose masks no na de air pollution. Hey. E cry woman obi atumi hia de at any time. Obobo anema no aso de be man yakose yakoto agunda bi. Last Sunday me observe ade bi. A driver, commercial driver, was loading a car. What they call eye brekum. Car ni ye man wie ye na. Inse senko bepe baby. Now within Central Market enclave na. Unso mo ewo wire na ani ade nyina wo. Papare fa bottles bi. Ena otu anu no free ho. And was share straight or do so gum. Meshana no what or ye no or dan ho koto ya na or the agu from ho. Unim sa Johnson or the gu hon. A real bar. Nem from a born so. Nina a certain warrior in chance so. And now what would chum biano? Part of it, bet me a rowan. Baby beer, mind the piano. Na sebase a kofaya rear bar. Why any tuanka? Enti ye ni anso ye nye conscious effort say niema bia ye ya enye no e die dina so odwonso now the go open again e may tip median e kwan ni fifi omoto ade say be hefa no mo so kodwonso ye ti kroma niema bia emfata ye sisters some for rent here source no eyinim wiri na anim enti wote wo no wode entuma twa no ho no aye de obeye ye ni ankasa na yeku ye ho obi ani ho aye ku no yeku ye ho na se ebeku ye ho a de a ebedu baabi no hwan ene ebeblem aban no ni sika bi na make drone services ye ntumi entua ho ibi ho kai enti ne ya activities ebe sound your how brand dia ene na ye dia ye bra ba ko ese a friend who Charles Kojo Fosu. Daddy number 7 na me beken. Say the baby the akosi enso say. Ne yire akosi ase wa de akotum court say lumba kra no onye Ghanaian. And indeed as we speak today lumba a German. Nti lumba wuo no kra no say de ne ya pre ho bebrebe nyina no anhwe ya ebeduru baabi no asem foforo ne bebam. Bra wi a wuwe de say wo de nsem bo. Na sisa kosi asewa eni odobro ni enti mo ntimo ho ase na bra nkopɛ baabi enda enyo no bo adaka tia no adaka we di ahwe enye tia ensem na gumu a madaka na ba ye kese a ye pagya kura ye nya baabi adefa messe se parties no omommoa na ye mpe Charles Kojo Fosu krabie papa bi eni ese ba se de eni na se state barrier na ye amanfo bi propose ye mfama no enye ye o obeko akodu Berlin enti si anya careful na se de say ye call back and forth say ya e bedu baabi no de be kwa no na odofo mate de e ko wa wo ya ne winiba e ho no so no lithium no mate ho asem
97.9.
hey Ghana no na me de ya na akwa bi obi production bi na ne title no e de a country called Ghana did there be a sembisia na ma come a chino bisa say is this not a country called Ghana? A lithium contractor royalties are money benyano was 10%. 10% too. After the a buy sign na ban for by ya. The same lithium contract, no? You see, you benya 5% of the royalties. Again, I see, na one better of my life. After the men so maybe I worse off. Adiana oba obeji eni media between record 10 even 10 no kra no. There were people almost say aban no anya fair to Ghanaians. Say 10% pay. After the say 5%. Again the 5% na ba. Yes say lithium the price global price no a follow. Hey. Na say na tie de say the cocoa so nka price follow and can say you bet cocoa so ananya sa Ghana for you. On my way. Emu ode chen baby a Nyankopon amma me pie Ghana nka me ni baby ameko. Eh. O man ya nia ye ade. De ye no. Ye wie san kwa chie kote so. 100%. Ye te so wie a. Na fe ehu se o man no, say ya boka. Minister for Lands and Natural Resources near contractor they akopie parliament no. But the minority say omo de omo subscribe to na say nye kra no 10% no si antumi amfa ngo 15 na ye mfa mra 10 na mahuna de ba ko bi o opposition party a bem say o pagana fo asem chen bibia na o ba ban na mu dia wonka ho bi adofo edien pa na ye nia ye de ye man yi edien ne ye de Ghana ye ya trese in a religious harmony over the period obi nka obi anya obi ahwe edien ne de ye ko fa ban ese lawyer bi de Shafik Osman send a bagel Wesley Girls High School Cape Coast na ye manu kwa sorry afi ye man baby emo worship again first na ebe school nim providing no the needed environment ma own to me Ansong bra Shafik it is this the first time Ghana ade we ewa na Supreme Court say Wesley High School monso from responses within the 4 days.
97.9.
We akofa a whole lot na aba. Minister for Education Ora Haruna Biem abe kan sem bebre bia me dem susan ka wo so otwen na court n take decision wi a wakan wadi kan kan ne ma bi wo ha mesre ye de atena chew and let me tell you say enya wey ena be ma Muslims any Christians enya problem there be same way minister no be kan no Bishop Conference and so the omo de aba say aid enye ownership say state ni feel say or contribute towards development of the school and no nche state in own school no body no a religious body no and so on near maybe omo de sisi wo anti school na
97.9.
Ghana Muslim Mission shake Bonsudano and so on e dia wa beka na for time ti no ye be jani nyina me bi sese ade we ekofa hawo abre oman we ana can't we sit hwe ukọ some schools masa wan kasa we be ho school na ukọ mu no dormitories dining halls even konwa kran pa o tete so kran no ebi ni ho na ye ko over sad we indeed religion there I will say I respect you obiade but must we take it to this level? Ekofa ho ye about my mana. Send American. You be din komo. Ebrede malamisa. Odem so wura mu wie na. And was oje microphone. Me wo owura Frank Frederick Dankwa. Dodo na afre no agenda. Owa ha.
Nipa wato no ho agenda de.
Awie. Sanso na malamisa nso wa ha. A wono so beboa. Diane de medican introduce no. Adofo agenda malamisa me mo akwaba.
Ben Ansong ye jo so pa.
Malamisa let's relocate.
Okay, ben ko ne say. Ase me ben
agenda
ko ye blue to a.
Me mo ha.
Me jo so blue. Ya no ma mo bia de tena ye mfimfim na ase ye ben say ya. You say.
Oh, wait me ashiti. Any there. Attraction there. If you see your hand, your person, you beautify, and what you say suggesting is well taken.
Ono ankasa no.
Madam is ade.
A bad car be the dream. And you know, can you okay? Nankasa baby, you need read it.
Oh no, but at least Bible Muru David on Odu baby no. A song Odu level be David. Your man nipa bia na. Or entertain nti wenum de
Ben any there it's on the lighter side. I the American nyina say you matter what eno amene nanaje koshia one of your sister stations now. We are na program ni see no. I think say we obi ba na surprise na nanaje kosi mi wo ebesi mi wo airport runabout na mafaka bafi. The man omo mutifi enhu say ye ba is contest of ideas.
That's it.
And apart from being contest of ideas, and I'm telling you, me do me mind. They be a maka omani yanka no kro omani na nyi ya yeso ene beba bi wi. Oba me area ho a obi a wono de wabɔ ne bresi ni fie kama me say ayi friends say wires bi bab wires no. Both electric one near yini na shisha or the camera nyina bobo fie wo nyina oba ya obedu ya we see Africa ma could be upon on ebo ni tuku.
My God.
Say am robbery ya just say omo fie no a omo ya yenim say bibi ofie ho. That is all that they came. So sometimes me can say ye a teacher for say ye tian kwala no a na ma mi bia bo aboso no aba school ma da ya wo mpene. Sanka akola no kodi bone na nka ode bre wo maame ne papa no so dia nka any problem. Obi enu a waya amroba ya chiche wakotwitu akorobo ne papa ne maame. Ono onkorobo ne papa ne maame na na busuani. Eye wo bontin sunni a wuni ni twaka bia no.
No I victim.
Na o aba be victim. That is why the collective interest of all the society should be a but then now all can send you for zip line wada woman then
okay zip line agenda
Ben so mama kwansia no say me chia the most impactful former vice president Ghana has ever had, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. Oda no
me go agenda we there na want there use abeka lawyer Atachia Samuel Atachia and on price so I was say MPP delegates into abama onipa onko UN enko tietia world leaders
with the media
na otietia
mentia Benny
na the party nsa na moye ma
Benny
I no do man keka de ebi ni
Benny mentia
we are na utia no makeka de mo
the most impactful vice president Ghana has ever had Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia oda number 3 yes party mpanimfo nyina sese nyame aduma 31st January 2026 yebekwa akosi ni sudua na wabe lead MPP party no ni yakọ 2028 elections no what did I mention ase koma oni ye die no very simple ye obibi a ye pese e frɛ ye bibi e frɛ no welfare database system I be make sure say obi a o matter in our party and in the various constituencies no ye hwe am wanya adwuma ayo de tosumi no ye kasa nipa be 3000 bi omo various constituencies ye be mo appointment na ya masa ankrofukwo no aye adwuma na saa dodode na be ba no ebia ba beso omo fom no so
okay
and then nkoma Dr. Bawumia ni yedi ya budget won kran saa o se new idea yen famra constituencies no na yen nyesa constituency based budget a beboa obi amala mi se tie wo bre nti wo hia saa de ni bi na tumi aso ne so what you say na mentia eya mi wura doctor mamentia mi wura doctor mamentia mi wura doctor Matthew Opoku Pempa asase so nyame ketwa de odidi man bi de bantwere bo anho ba to duro mi wura me chia wo o mama na no ehie na posi form bosom ke asase so nyame ketwa si form wo so no kakra bia afa na dede ni nyina ba form boko wo ti de me chena se ya bia no kura to nja ma me ncha cha mo de no kwakwa pia mansa bo afo we de so no a odidi ma eso NBC fo nyina so koka wo ma me chia mo sia no mani age me chia ko kawia na nka me ko otafo ho na me butu
okay
nana no matra konya me hira wo mo party full soldiers no a wo no mo eye police station electoral area any constituency executive council of elders ni patrons no omu hina obia wo mata wo bia na me base ya na ma me kwa na ma che omu fe anso ene na ma agro no ye de mi se omu anso tifi etie wo ti na me kire no na mala mi sa wo te wo kase yi NDC aba 8 years ko wa ye tuma no
dan we want to say
oh nyankopon adome ho ye
na onso nchia kakra bi
na me de mi chia ahwefo ni tifo nyina ene Ghana man peni excellency John Dramani Mahama ene MPP mpenifo nyina
na Lumba busian for the onchia
o se na no mu ye die me ye de echi omo dad Lumba wawu na chinsem akwakoye bibiri ha adwen
the oja we tape yes tape your body mu ni achi dire ko no
na ye we yakoma mu sisi a yentwenko eya oni na akofo mu dad Lumba top from na ye we Ghana for yakoma mu na nya asem ketwa e na mod ne court se wa broni se wa ye fia broni se wa koto e de na moje
omo jifunu
enimpa na wono ankasa ba bre ni moje ni ebe pe bibi to wono kra wada ho onna da we ye wontimi nkasa yi ni sam ye nu konubo e na mo ye hu dede abuso pani na me de mesisa na me de akwa akoso ano
na de won de wa de
ono na wosan kwade ni nan si form
no de odi na agro mu
ho emam ye nu no omo ni di sie bia o
no ende no kre
emam ye nu no mo ya hoho mo ba ebusua ni mu wo busa pani wo na wo de sie da form e de na wo ka wo na wo so do nan si form now take a stand at the more this year now that from her ono de wala bone brako and then Lumba brabo be boy no so tia se yanti ni din bone bia wontimi pon kana sen radio so because legacy our build man ho na bone dem what you say odi na brabo kasafa nyum tuom enti wo tie ni nyum to awo ba bia oide odi na brabo ne efa eye de na no wu ya yentwenko eno ndie ne wom enti ye besere abusuafo ne say odo e wo court de nyamom omo hwe na sumdwemra ene na abeto dwa say da Lumba ye Ghana ni o ye hwan ni obi a ye present ka state ne e ma ne barrier no afa de e makwa ko ye tim say
so onye Ghana ni a wo say omko ho no mko
na we asite ni say
yes wo fififu na ni a uhu saman ne ebia na nabusuafo na ye say omo be ye no no omo ankasa ni sebi o de bia maka as a family no empanifo ni abusua ni mu ana
na mko ayam bisansa ne papa side ni we
saa ne ma we ya mu ye nyina eye ni bre ejapade no ana radio program awie ejapade ana ye nyina ye kwaje ejapade no na sabi onu Lumba na wo pre na ejapade no onu amu ankasa wo wan
asma banda
na say we all follow that small banda's case hwe bra asuma banda ebre ye pa wo ba benwini se na hwe chama woda empamu a wachincine na ne mai etimi akọ peso mo de nsa etintim ne bank enkrata so koyisika kodi am say etimi mi de sane ma we ne de bia me kase na busuafo no so omutia Lumba has made all the impact relative to music lyrics utia utum say it took him time to write those lyrics na say kra de anyontufuo ya o mabai na wabo nyom baako na wode aba betudwa wanya nkwala bi mo masa na ko viral yes wabo nyom na Lumba mutam cassette tam back to back wo no say cassette na sa dane no asa abo na baby e de no kra no uduru ho na ye wo da wa pause wo yi no wo sa de pen ya hye mu anwan ha kwa akire na sa de aba be hye mu abo enti I think say minim de bia maka as teachers e de ne amese in bringing up this current generation as o mani beri ade mpo enche wo mu nkwa collective catcher say na menya 50 years na ye dey unyini ye na ye dey na yeah agenda echi an wo chi aba wo mia agenda
I say enka topics no
dabi
shall with the drones no
what's some wo kan with the drones no
that's it
wo say e ka san no mu live here
send me bisa media
oh na me tie say me ba ni me tie
175 as we speak today $175 million
it one nko tia sa aka no
na Ghana there governance here continuous process.
Look the bia makase enye bi wo let's use our discretion not in any way to sound justifying hwani o hospitals bia na sika so ye friend wo nuado wan me twa adwenesi so
yes
on ba 2016 wan
the
Ministry of Health approve
na gallopers no so
7.9.
and the gallopers in the so much chiche baby gallopers in the much chiche kuma say nyina obi agene de oda kosi ayo aso person we be pie na wo de pie mi enso NDC for ye gitwi bia na ye den
na say embe wudin
wo say dey
ka no say embe wudin ya chiche say ni din na
no say eye ne kwan so a na wo power na ehu say wutwi ka no say ya ba wa proposition wo de ka ye kosi ayo first ade wo so ba wunim ye bisabisam ye so ye baji atwi menim so atiri se ka ni besi wo duro so de me ne wo kasa se ne emisi nam fom wa mi bire nipa no otie ya ye baji atwi enti onua dodie hwesene na enye kana na eda ho. This was hospitals on wheels awubetimi di akọ village centers ya na eya menia Ansong wotu ha wu kese ye dey ba akọ various village centers na unim the impact of those hospitals on wheels etimi we remote areas ekomu omu moja na equally moja wom. Oh, yeah. It was virtually a hospital on wheels.
Yeah, I know.
Not as of that time, Nani Eba Power they owned. At least for when it to say, it created an employment opportunity for some section of Ghanaians who maybe as of that time even voted for your government in 2016. But what happened? All these vehicles have been grounded. Media, Makan. Se mo ma ban na boss abosia no to one na wo man tima anya hu adwuma
Ghana ban
say aban there you inherit
asset and
liability but liability ni bi o ho a ye wo personal discretion say liability 175 mo na mo wo so na nka wo se mutua and mo ye hwehwan because they be amaka the MPP on let me tell you say eniema bi o ho na eye boapaye because leading up to the 2024 election, all surveys internally, the ND's MPP for conduct here pointed to the fact that they will lose the 2024 election. Only that they were able to manage that information. And the catcher woman for say, yes, say, runoff, which was a lie in any place. And because of that, some of them deliberately decided, say, some sectors we know, Omuka. Mr. Zipline for me, the mesre say yentua wo muka na unim who can zipline and yeah drug deliveries a whole member of parliament I know sorry ya no work no unim say na onye qualitative in his presentation because onye qualitative how many zipline no unim adia no mo de be bridge bi egu wo afran place for ana ni kwasem ni say afran place for person
cut off
yeah a cut off no mo person yenya bridge ni ye no na zip line for BC na ye be chro no iso say zipline ni moja de be kono say de ejai na adwuma ye de bayo na eno na di BEC papers eko
but so they were also virtually cut off from
no if they were cut off so amending the bridge so would the zipline the papers in kwa relative to say we hear bridge now link economic activities at the same time serving the BEC what would have happened Empo Enokra, it took an NDC parliamentary candidate, Ahajia Nasira. One and a quiet bridge in Maomo. The government, as of that time, did not do the bridge. It is zip line, at a certain point, nature say, you would your money yet. So Omudi Ba say, Omudi Ba fly BEC people said, you. Nature say, Moja Kra na Wokasenka zip line, what's ever yeno. Na zip line, I abandoned the core mandate now. Eko was or supply medical supplies, yes, something different. Now, in any case, or supply BEC, one charge a for one charge a for. And now some medical supplies now no more yeno. No, this can hear it. And me catch a man by himself. My bank should go back. Not on your zip. That's my count. Say you man, yeah, not party or power. Not on my too political and too partisan. I don't believe they are too zip line. Say I better say man.
Zip line contract is with government of Ghana and not a political party.
Oh, me who say me say can I say judiciary service they've been influenced by the executive need the government of Ghana.
Oh, yes, of course.
But me say the fact that there's a even you who cross a year perceived your friend say in reality anyhow, but the fact that me pardon perceived Ghana has said a survey by the Afro Barometer it should say 86% of respondents. Me share interview and then catch on say you trusted the judicial system. That was an Afro Barometer survey. The American said the way a zip line will transport to one question paper. Hey, Rajanda Budibrika, no mabetna and a zip line. What they say, Koha. Sam George by so called center bako.
Yeah.
Which means an
yes.
Emma Sam George advocate cross Yamu Munyajuma only say your baby who say a car a dawuni.
Some review.
Idea you send you man who yeah, no. Not one who can show say they were doing it with the government at that time, which I believe that governance is indeed continuously. But the American say Argentina Sambre no yentua omuka. And I'm not in any way preaching say me yentua omuka. There should be a correct forensic audit in their activities.
Why not?
Na there was say yedema wo mu no, yedema wo mu. Na me kama semba kwa be wi ba o mi ade so. Na abrante eti ya say ba o mi awede na o use here no. I say hey MPP phone. I say sometimes we hear kokodro different bi. Na say bi we hear who say penny a wata. Na we you ni e dia to baby. Na say bi o wotimi abetre radio so. With the current happenings in our economy. What catch say yes say me ba wo mi ye no. E bi si da. Look at all the corruption cases happen under Bawumia.
Under MPP and Ananado-led government.
Hey, many years ago, I said you may catch one your friend say reporter say your friend BBC Nudich.
Yeah.
A literature device using a part to representing a whole or a whole for a part. When I talk of Bawumia, maybe a quiet Mahama, Ubiyam Tukura Mahama, Ubiyam Tima Mahama, said you will be at me and Nakra John Mahama.
Ubi to me funny,
John Mahama. I'm not take appointment. 8 years. Quatrequa.
Then personalize it.
No, one of your locus classicus, one of amenity. One of what's a example. Now, make us say, the teacher will be, I don't know. Sanya noa utumu say enka kwatre kwapa for 8 years ana nkodi betinem George J say unim George J
George pa
so
oni kuma say
ode na bamu
oh na so on chira de George no chira de ene on chira de o region or George wo by western north region
na bamabu
on kan chire
mesi na bamabu ti party de wajai hwe de ye kanyina ne say as a government you have credible opposition. I'm telling you,
of which MPP is giving you,
and I make us a credible opposition because and send me a me say me ba betra na agenda kan me am choose somewhere no kre na mum no kre bo fie no fie ni wonya dai wonka ai eti but ore wo mu campaign ya wo mu ye ya no kwasem ni enye bako especially the level at which they trade insults at each other. Hey, ba omia kan etimi trase ka se Kennedy Japan yakobi eni trim.
They maintain hadi.
Me so wo camp.
Okay.
Wo mu na kan.
O ye privy to.
Ohia TV.
I
wo mu kawie ya na agenda mu atu asim. O Dr. Ba omia kra wo so yare. Agenda why?
Me bacha a minute now we see from.
Can't you do objective politics? I dey obey me. Me dem makase bawomia na ye peno. Bawomia agenda.
Senya na be choose your man.
Dabi. Me ta agenda chi. Ye for ye ura bawomia mra. Enu be ye cool chop for any candidate. Nemum after just a year or 9 months in governance, Ato is forcing while Sami Janfi is gold balding. And Nunkua Sabio, for the first time in the history of this country. Na yetimia sidinu etimia jina brane
against foundation man now will spring up over. Where the and why?
Foundation be no lay.
Before say MPP exiting. What him say economic foundation. Only DDEP
no. So yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Mr. Fasina. Obi so yi mesutire say. Sa DDEP no. Osra ye betra radio so a ye nyai kan. No se ye boss wa na ye mu ahye no. Because sa DDEP no ye papa no abone bra. Me sa me ya o start ni station ya ewo ye friend say Dunkirk woyi me kasi of Kama
my na say nya nekunu obeka ho asem bada nya nekunu
but Ansong me mama nya bad landing what see what you see PS say 800 of his members are dead what you waka chem say nya no nekunu na mpo obi ana ni show pe a otimi to book 1 billion no one sada na obegina ho ka say ni bottom nyina hwe the book no kra wantimi ntobi kama wantimi so anto sada no ana me no ka 800 of the members at that exchange ni de wadaroma ya mfam mem na nkokan nipa yawo na yesa enu kra be ma abufu abehye nipa ma bawomia ne candidate no wa hwa ye hwe nanim
me da agenda na de na monzuma ntua zipline na mumuje kagu ho aba no sa ade no ntimi nya Jack Mansaso boxer ade am pair boxers ho no ofu se bout no ebro no so a peja nsa so ntimi nye magije kagu a mu wie zo afi ha na mbeti atiem e Ghana fo amoti atiem ye de enye dey
okay Ben ade bi koso against a teacher for
let's maka bebre wa
pese meka
maka bi wa
wonim se bosome ne ba beso a aban no ama ho kwan se yem validate a teacher for nti teacher ni waketu ebeba wala wanse beba no mu nyina obehu so owura mahama nko ani aban a on teacher for asem from day one ebesi please
oh na menko off oh ya menko
97.9
ya validate teacher for a ewo Ghana se omo professional development allowance eba and this kwa owura mahama nko penso ani ato force nko so
of force teacher for
and you to me and validate sikawie na ye kotua say enya
discrepancies
technical fault
errors
can you imagine this one validate ade no with the money involved one validate awie sika no ba woma ye sulia
ye de mama mbedia
the same people please the same people ana owura mahama ye teacher fo kuro ya ana abakaya for between 2013 and then 2017 womo ye adwuma enfie miensa abosom mako aduasa nsia wotua wonka abosom miensa wono kuro owura mahama kuro ya na teacher for policy be friend of tax waiver on vehicles teacher new cracker travel na 1.8 engine capacity no na we ni free onu na betwam wono kuro ya ana na pensu teacher for enya twoko fa nkyira de kurem enti mahama de woni teacher for de
president macho
owura mahama de no kuro nya me ni a teacher for din ho ya papa okay ano a teacher for me juma nyo wa person for me juma plaka ho na a teacher for mon kafra next time no na omo be ye mahama is the whole basi free so kono am yanwene ho e de be ho sanu obehuru ye nta teacher for mo am jejireje na mu kafra Alon omama onsa me ka so omama ho ahi
okay
minien yade a chini nyina the fact said drones no adwene suronko na Ghana ha ebini ada na owura Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia de bai ne ya ne nteche mo chenche nyina no
7.9
sa Bawumia kwa na this drones no ba ya de a eye NDC ni ya na NDC wa mi so ma ise huruye mo jampo mutiri mu da ubie eye city newsroom date in 6 January 2019 the national women's organizer of the NDC Mame Hannah Bisiu no ka kire NDC fo yi ene nkrofo ne se MPP fo drones no ye de ba gini pankwa no ye de betwitwa ye na ye maame no wadeja enti ye ntum me ye mpene so enti na enyem wonwo sa NDC na tie konwa so ne ye se drones ne nkura bata ba sha miensa ya tum minia se ekanu posi se MPP for ne boss aka no a MPP apenso what is say drones no ya shutting it down
David
look drones no ebian microphone him the drones saved over 4.2 million Ghanaians lives if I didn't know I didn't moja echo because you were hinterland bi ho a untumi ensuo kura betina ensuo so be say 2-3 days and san waduru ho enti sa drones no eba beji Ghana fo nkwa na senye atirimoden ena ye NDC ene owura mahama ene na so force na almost here for economy no about me na oye vice president Abraham so economy management team dey na omo keka na basa ho and number 2 me be so grammar way
oh na see no din baby
vice president no
oh na see no din
patron economic team no ka ho na so nka ho and then no mon function so no so na ma economy na yeye aden ma me no ya mo den mutumi nka say vice president ma me no ajima na grammar ma ajima ono the economy na yeye no economic management team na vice president dan no eno na yeye I don't know mutumi nka but you are attributing that of MPP the end baromia ene na no fenfense na sia peja baba baromia
97.9
the truth of the matter ni say Owura Mahama enya bro eno person mo ye Ghana fo anka on to me read budget anka nkyere me say or time 292 million Ghana cedis dia koto sanitary pad amon say e dia bo a school for kwada ayase amon say na wutumi kacha wutumi anya 175 million entia drones na e fam moja e fam no e di ko hinterland wosu tumi wo anu unya skantria abetra ha wani ai he sa sikano ayeka no 292 million ayeka no bra wo de quantity de enu a ɛnyɛ nkwadasɛm o ɛnyɛ nkwadasɛm ɛyɛ 2 trillion 920 billion sɛ kɔmɔ na yɛdie wode ka 175 million ɔso nyɛ sika ntua sɛ nyɛ boɔ ɛna yɛ ndc fo a ben adano yi a wɔn redi budget yi wɔn de akɔhyɛ mu sɛ wɔn de ayi akatua a wɔn presidency bɛdie no wɔn pɛgyama firi 362 million Ghana cedis and it cost 540 million Ghana cedis, which is about 49.17%. Please. Oh, budget is not ready, yo. And this is for Nagasa. Well, when you say, oh, Mankasa, one budget in the Mumpo, one that. So, 1 month 13 billion said the Koto aeroplane. That's it. I'm a penny. Now, so now, boy, I'm renting your money. Now, and majority leader, Ebisai, proving. You're proving wrong. Yes, we gave it to him. We gave all the figures. How about the figures here? I can tell you, sir, 2026, Sika won't be releasing. 2027, Sika 4 years. All of them. 4 years. But what did I say? The same thing, Adia Bakope, retooling of the Ghana Air Force. When you say Canada, yes, I know. Drones na ebetche microphone kwano who prato nchen e dia baye politics aren't you ashamed say hey MPP for the boka MPP for the boka ntidi yen wo wotia na wotia wo keka sansema wo kekan wo eka wo jato Ghana fo ho MPP ba ye ni betuatua ka ni bi ebi ni say health insurance na ewo ho no mu ja ka 1.2 billion ekufo da ba na betua ai. What did I make channel say? So if governance is continuous, what you mean? Jinaki can't ya wuki king. I'm a shankro for yaw. Say ya mu. Ya yomo mujare. Ah ya pen no dia mom. Womu wu. Ni padam pass womu wu. Now what's here the year politics? Now the abasha MPP and MP. Where MPP simu saying? If a government is so serious, na say who say drones no any go na person ogunwa. Now they can 175. Mr. Antika budget to command 20 million. And no wonder. NDC. So okay, so mo catch Ghana for somebody be a friend 133 formula policy bino. 24-hour economy. Say adwene power wotiri mu a. Utimi 292 million. Enkoto amonsene emama. Now time 110 million say the baby adwuma.
Women banking.
Yes. Maybe I 24-hour economy no. They allocated 110 million. And it's for the budget. Woman can Woman budget woman can. What's the machine say? What the no kokotun chanya. Senya boni na wo tiri mu a. Ghana teacher for ensu a wo ka ho. One of the army yan say, onam yan shufa ni su ni fa hi. Enye ho ni shufa hi. Eso reso do be jira na bia o kase me obi o ni me quality shoes here me quality shoes Ansong me dey me ni say o so ko he o he shoe take so a kasi e kama e Canada ho that's it yam pe kwan bi e be fa so e betua ka. That's it. Fi se ade no won faso ma yen ensambone om kekaka efa ho no mo am ba ye no mo minister for communications digitalization e ho ani wo ko se e ade no bu aduma sana ba onua woni munyansa ade no de ba na ji Ghana fo e di no ni kona ye na o make comment bi I am so sad as a teacher so be kasa asem say ye the drones fly BC pipes enti ye kwati sika ye di nkrofoka hwa sa woka ukọ ba bi ti say Afram place na hwe nkora no ya wonya mani hu no mo famu a for the first time a drones ba ye I did for BC people for the first time and I'm calling not to BC you know the same time completed the same day and completed the same time the same day abetina ha upupu ti senya ndisi fo na de bai enya ndisi fo na de bai na teacher ni wanya hu be kasa asem. That is why sometimes I also feel sad. A teacher for Nankasa, we are enemies within. Yankasa, because Malami sat away on imperfect person.
Personalizing.
Malami sat away when in pefe say and perform more hinterland no near Trubisia no more bread. Eti drones ni bae no abaya dia na ebi ni Ghana omunye ebi da NDC atina Ghana konya so abru mfie aduonu nson womantumi anye eno na ye omoya no eti Dr. Bawumia de emfa ho ne dia mo beka emfa ho ne dia mo beye mo pa mo nkoso mra from NDC ni nka se mepewei wesi mi nka se mepewei MPP for our officials are wise enough to decide who leads the party come 2026 January 31. Oni ya minya juma.
Malam
97.9.
Ediena sese kosui. Sese education minister say afidie ope 2 weeks no otimi sitak and negotiate.
Mr.
Because sometimes on sa nipa we ya na ebe kira de na yetumi develop ye human capital. Na say da bia transform mo strike wie. The obekira de no no obekira oba de no ono yentumi nkire na de.
Me ba teacher for issue a raise here do.
Yeah.
You see there were some people be a woman opposition na woman buy no. Woma yese abrantie na okotena aseka enkukwo nkete no omunya anya kura omu bekra considiosis ayedey abasa unwa
Considiosis
teachers payment allowances ni aye new system ayedi ye payment na system na yedi ye payment no yesi hitch abaso ama teacher for no kwaji in fact especially yesterday our platform so any confirm minimum no the were backlash na AC urban na yenyina we were because look I have said it me metna ham behave that arrogance communication confirm we yeah Bawumia na nkasa kwa betina simpie so say sa arrogance no and do o mobile opposition because me na nka me ma be defend I'm telling you
okay
me man be defended that if it is due the teachers give it to them until say a year controller and accountant general edi release here then by open release no man no phone who release no and just one who release no na ana NDC teacher phone ya me tell you cry work say ya me the plug be birthday e be say maso eje ize but release na buy no at least it came to calm down things because Unim said one of the largest constituency relative to voting. On say my use the word constituency I describe one no don't joke with a teacher's front. A teacher ni bia routine me gidi say release na e buy no say who yanso a was the controller and accountant general department wishes to inform all stakeholders, particularly our colleagues in education sector, that 2 categories of allowances scheduled for payment in November 2025 could not be processed due to a technical hitch. During the final payroll run. Dear time we muni say, Kwame agenda, what we do you? And to close to that chapter.
But honestly, be not near what plan is this can be. Oh, close that chapter.
Absolutely. This woman was supposed to even have come in September. And the teacher for now got tenacity. Or money are buying it tenacity.
Yes, I am not brand of the Cassana, never know the Cassana.
Say, what you say, you
say, on the way, no, you see, I have said this. Makacha, your communicators in me. I have told them, look, let's be patient. Once you are in power, your communication strategy should be able to change and differ. No arrogance. We are in to serve the good people of Ghana.
Policies
and to say, ya mistake na yentua musika mamwa. Madaroma. Abai edi ababe tu just say, I am from Swana by a relative. No, the one na musika sano. You are not being fair. You're fair because unim say controller no ankasa no you were individual teachers who have problem with their payment no in itself and yes sikani na baba na glitch bi abawo na ya na sa controller no ya na me problem ni say utu say teacher nipa wa kira the physical wo physical no wonya na ghost name bi na ghost name bi hwe di owu wo Itamale teaching hospital doctor ni owu ya omo ekọ aye ni bi e buy for continuously for 23 months ni etua neka nipa na wawu no na ye etua neka mo amunim obusa omo say na mo no mo kọ na aye ni bi omo say ai oh my ya be play no. That is Ghana for you. A teacher for Madaroma. Aban say a year controller and accountant department on Mr. Nyajo Mahama Narane. Nimu debia ya kase nasa min kasa wie the responsibility lie ultimately. Until I catch say before this communique came, in fact, one communicator of ours who was a teacher said no, me the school what there means you because but a way and how they will come and sit here and rub it on the face of teachers. But we won't do that. Eti yes teacher for Madaroma aban say controller and I then afum now with him these guys na utie wo mo a die you be chop propaganda and traffic communication mo no omo ka sanitary pad na it takes people without experience. It takes people who have not moved to the hinterlands. Go to our areas. Na kwa ye adwuma and na me no kese me sa the project so ameye. Na ko re ma why e natural nyankopon na aye. Na so yenim say ebi de kra ba with menstrual cramps. Ah ba ye fo bibi ladinas e wo so mu ko to bibi no ano. Now so says natural occurrence no ebe ya consider man kwada se mom ko school no John Mahama say wada one na John Mahama say says because unless one for suru ha they be am kan na me I was just saying that man yan brebi no ya maame no ya tese ukura kosua kura wi a ye bechi wabo crime yes we bobo kro no but unim enene ma
akokoliti ene ye de ma
me kosua funu wo mo
na say we say provide
unu amu wa he obeba no mu di yoku na penti dem ho na say ni pe we betime aka je say kosua like the value that you place on egg at that time say ye meya we di white ni wi na di yoku no na fe di penti dem ho e de kwa wan fo so no kwa woni the America question said the fact that we had it worse doesn't mean somebody should also have it worse. Now we have the cost to a year choba analysis. Womu MP ba ko ya Haruna Idisu MP that say na nkofo we pa send you and what say sometimes mo be fear ha ye mo IQ test and mo various constituencies and say the more better fear
not really because
no
because
no so why do you lie if you don't have an information?
What do you mean?
Why do you lie? So what better was say and no because I was say ba ko 45 cedis.
No,
45 from 50 cities to 45 cities.
44 to 44.
But we are saying
50 cities to 45 cities.
Per minister na previously we can say 15 cities. But per nia asefo aso be kan ye no. Na o yusu value no aye 292 no. And divided by 6.7 million or whatever no. And I arrive at. But na minister no so no within the budget now money who say a better twice the value. And if the minister had made them know say ni consumer
me so maintain your work can say maintain yes say one was a fuano okonya sa quantity no he answer the minister ne ba be clear minister say they are buying over 12 million.
No, initially they say someone to 6.8 million. It
was
argument, you know, and the minister said
they are buying over 12 million.
Exactly.
I will quantify each value, and you're almost 20 cities.
25.
Which no, and you're 25. Okay. Which is normal. Now, what is all this propaganda? Let me tell you, there be a man communication with you, bet you better have control.
Oh yeah.
But I'm telling you
have your integrity at stake.
People know the reality on the ground.
Yeah.
I am telling you, if these parts go to war near Kwachaman Kolano Mudikofia, I know the smells. Would you say you be a woman?
Yeah.
Would you be a man who are doing it? Would you want to hand you? Would you polish rice the beer? And so bad, no, maybe. Yabani, you Mumukrani, and ya, say, so we could now, I, woman, me a catch or say, Cobra man, 1 more a day, as you so. Sada Nadia, you change class, be the where they wrote him. And now the moon, everything I died, but Uni, they be a Macassi young way. Ati ye be ma you fie ya adwene be ye say sabi a sitting na you wom no sa na ebiti it is sometimes catch communicators and be say when they are exaggerating allow them. There are people in the villages who cannot afford this part, but then that is an intervention by government. Are you talking about the government that kronu a boy huh? So what of course they will be arrested. A lot of them are being prosecuted. Yeah, Eboboba Sika SML deal. Yeah, Eboboba national service Sika ye not that MPP has the audacity say we about the test studio.
Let's hold the person. MPP but the fact so
the agenda MPP.
By the way, now we see from
so agenda there. What the agenda nam?
Oh yeah.
Is that what the American say? It's the American education sector. I am telling you, for this government, you know, it has been unprecedented, so wonderful. Budget eco education ministry nkwa womo moso da na womo tertiary institution first year for ya yes say be free no na the other kwa tertiary institution mu say be obi a wadi them disabled free the 4 years
agenda
Ben
yeah
Ben NDC is suffering from credibility crisis.
Why?
John Mahama, president.
Yes, it's.
Say, over 2 billion cedis on spending on education. And today,
free education in general.
Free, yes. But today, what could you say? Was spending over 3.4 billion on free SHS. Is this person or credibility?
Oh, but onset no feel sebia enya. Social standing.
We are talking about somebody who has ever been a president and yet will be an unbeji president in that. So he shouldn't have spoken the way he spoke. Who say education today is the best? Madam for Sami Santo, our hank as well back country on Rebel.
And only hunting a walk.
Because Sami also for the first time, school placement. Akura wonye friend ni enya bubu ani nya susie ni
asem we na de ba
no wanya grade 12 no one want to in school near that kokoto a school of the deaf for the first time we see you call it the best
you discrepancy there na
you go for PTA somebody I don't do so there me say and this if I shadow na ko shop papa na no person gu na ni mu ase
na so bi anka so ngasa
me say omo no person gu na ni mu ase. And if education today is fine, that is up to them. Now, first years, once you are more stress free, and you must say Sikano, or much you are saying, I'm home.
Do good. I can tell you for a fact.
Then number 2, and as I will say, economy na ye be from one. The second, third, and 4th years, no, one new fees has been increased. I bet never catch us so blue high. I say, yeah, no, a IQ, and it was a IQ then. Now, we back a some way, nay, so said your own canon, or Dama, what can't you? Nadia would have done him to a cat. It's your final competition change in terms of education. NDC has failed big time because at the end of my year, a teacher's now, one more at them says, so moves to so many money, and then one of them a teacher for now, one kasa, a yaketua allowance one validate allowance no abedina be kan letter way are you not ashamed so one validating all my teacher know who say the salary ni allowance ni eye na salary ni dey ban allowance
because my argument here ade na ni nyina nko ene wonja atue so ni nyina so office wanya hd dia ade the main
anu na me ba ho say ade nti na ya validate both the salary and allowance na salary no etini aba na allowance no afrim wo show mo kura bufuo abegina be letter controller and accountant afedi o se nya owura mahama na kai hwan
97.
na kai hwan na ku fa do person asem we sia aka ko de obere wo kuro mu ha enti yefani na kokoto nchen na yenko yanim no yentu omofo so omumra mesua enia ma papa bible kura se upenya sa contact chance ko hwe bifuro ana meboa enti mu se ade no mu huya mumra ye nchen ye be kire mu
me pa chwa ne fa west girls there
enti NDC for there they are setting the records na ye de nyankopon ase se Ghana for are now getting to know them their real characters enti eno de ye nya botere ene NDC minister ena ode discrimination ever omayemu
97.9.
oh attorney general of the state we have been in this country ena yete asumdwemu yendis yene nkramofo kristofo asoma hodo nya ni omoti asumdwemu boni bia ni ho NDC anam se wonom parking kanti ena wo
o de ka se
NDC for na omunyina
ebinum nyom nyina
me no the America a whole attorney general of the state anka ehunu say there has been a MOUB memorandum of understanding between the education directorate and then the religious missions way back in 2024 15th April 2024
97.9.
and one of kwatena se hu say sanka santwie enkremoni akola ba school yesi on ni hijab and this and mane nya ya ade a ha wo man e basa emanimtie buo ayipamu ebam anhwe ya ebema man na hye yenga sanye mane ma no ayenyina ya giatum ena de ye den atoni general oye NDC ni abeka se eye nkremofo ansa fata se wa mo sumo schools bim tamani bisa mo nim se omo sumo school dia mo pam mo man mama admit omo kra what you say because me I went to St. Joseph's College of Education Bechem ya ko Bechem no ya o masalachi wo Catholic school
yeah
ya o masalachi wo ya wa saro ho say social gathering bia eye school ni hihye ya ubeko but we allow them to pray
practice omo religion
one practice omo religion but in this case somebody's religion is being taken away we are kremoni na wo tie me a say dey we NDC for na dey yam and some na pam asem and some na pam asem
me dem believe say it was Supreme Court until na yentwen adan yentwen ma Supreme Court
me need problem with ade na it was Supreme Court no but ya say NDC for minister wono esusu say wono one less so ye Christo ni o so ye dey yo
Dominic there
yes enti ono no empene so say kremoni akọ Roman school ana akọ Methodist school nti on sem fata say wo som ne som wo ho so mo ne be ka so mo promotion na me no wonder hwe NDC for has never liked Muslims
but o hwe abaye to idia ene Muslim dominated communities ni
crowd the John and omo de ye wo mo na omo ni na ho hwe since September 2011 fifi kwete on the current general secretary of the NDC was it no Muslim can be a president in this country
Muslim dey na oka
Muslim ni onye nipa
contest
political dey Muslim ni onye nipa Muslim ni onye nipa please mama yenya saade no a eye yipamu no ne yenti asia se o ma ne chichire no yenyina ye kamba mu a ne chichire ma ne ye fe
oh yeah
na asofu no binum so duepo mu omo be ye president o Ghana nyina so called the Christopher yi omo aso kura ne bia bom so corruption koso omo nyina so ba sorry
no kure
eti e na sie
na say nya differences bia
Christopher na wuro man ya mosimo ye o man ye Christopher man aso kuro no akoso o man mu nyina la e ye omo ba ma so dem be yi sokola afia mamoa na mani age e tentumi kan kure we should allow people to practice their beliefs because bible class yenya mani nyina nyini mom otwabre no dura onyame na ba den e ba yini de na oman no emfa na sumdwe ni ande hia hwe ya ben ya hwe ya sadie we ya to so ko ba tangent na ye kono a oman no ntoko besi
medase
na gua ni mo ase
medase Diane we de e ba ka obia religion e ho asem ne ye kan development religion ye nia ye running na ye money travel because we can there can't we live peacefully sanya previous in here yet.
Oh, before then you bet me leave pa ba ma men kan sanitary pad DJ kakra na o say sanitary pad initiative no very good me de bia meka ho asem say oba boso me beso na onya ade a wodi bebu ne nsa e ba say ha adwen pa into President John Dramani Mahama e make his promise na meni age na de bia meka say Ghana mpenifo no omo wo vision no but mo vision is short term
society
say one say ade no in prayer ye short term like office we are eno anu na twam ye ntimi extend enkase ye ade permanent na akaho mini ho kra na still na wo ho President John Dramani Mahama de we hu say e ma ye bre ena nya ma nyina so ye nya sika ekoto sa pad no entibusu bibia girl child bia benya bi e de ebu nsa eyo ba ye resika twetwe de ya pagya e de kwato pad no aso ye ntimi fancy factory na ya nkasa ye ye de na price ne ma for me ye nto
okay
ya nkasa ye betimi de sa sika no esi factory sa factory no ya manufacture e ya pad no wa Ghana ha na cost na ba from na ya nkasa ye timi atoya de ene ye hia free ne amu ye hia so obi famre ye
government must subsidize
yes awo enti ade ne ye wa ha enti so 5 cities na kra na mitimi tobi say ye 10 cities a mitimi tobi na way a baby ana ekoto no abeta mame na china aban ni niwa meden say china NDC aban oni ho a say dimpa no sa akọ ne dadam enti ye besre sa sika na ye pejade akono de bia me ka cha NDC for say enka be ya nka sa initiative na nka ya banko mon change your monsa no monya omon fanya factory no kra no Ghana for ye be say nya adwuma wom
yeah
Ghana for mbe ye betimi anya adwuma wom aboso be beso no ye be say nya kakra enti sa bibia ye peje sika de akoye ye peje sika akoya eno no man ye ko de say ena zip line ena anwen ni si a ye close down eba ni so man ye timi koye nim o my Ghana na de bia ye twesa ye chi
yeah
oh my Ghana eba ni sa no backwards never forward ever no na ye akwa ni say
you dey buy
ye jina ho ni ye twa ye ho sa Ghana so ye nsa se 6 March ba ye nya say and so my Ghana ye ntimi koye nim se Ghana ye nim pa enkoko pension na so na afi na Ghana ya say abra bo ase se play yo mo di ba bua papa could you believe say awo ka ma mi bi painful bi okwo ye moje tu na wo say omosa transfer no e ba eye kumase a na so enam sa zipla we moja no omo ya na ba bedru enko be wu okwam ya ade ababua be say
be traffic so kra o
be wu ansa na ambulance sa one district one ambulance ansa na ambulance ba kun fi baby ma na wu ye
location kra we
ena Ghana ya kwan no so kwan nye Ghana kwan no enya ena sa ambulance kra ba kra na be bo pe se ye be ma no kwan kra no so
kwan na se
eyasam foforo enti na eyade ha adwen enti ye be sem penifo ne say omonwe ye ho kakra omonwe ye ho na sa religion asemi a ye ka no be sim say
nwanwa
e be sim say
rescue bi omonya ba bi kra
na sa medwen wa Ghana de medwen ho amenti ase na ya sorry baby Ghana your problems akwa akoduri ni e ko religion ho e no be sim say Ghana niama ye hia ebi ni nkramoni Kristosom eniama ye hia ebi ni nkramoni yeti asumdwemu dado
yeah
bibia ni wa betimi aba Kristofo ne nkramofo ebe konto kwa Ghana hada ensi yeti asumdwemu ya ware ya ho ene nkramoni aware kristoni ema entiase ye adwuma bonso oba na tuba anasa da ma so tuba yeti asumdwemu ya afa ye ho nyanko enti ye just say ye create impression bi say Christopher ni nkramofo problem ye ni problem bia ye any problem bia e ye school ni seseye se school ni seseye asam na any court
e wo court
ye mo court en rule ye na asumje emra na ye njai say anytime be person e create impression say a Christopher ni nkramofo ye any problem bia asumje na na ye be so
me that's it masa na dey na age no attorney general yes sir
no Ben me
maybe all drive at see there
no of course say ye dey court to there that is legally binding on him say ye frank court attorney general won yes sir but they na a teacher ni ti ha wo ye die me say asemu teacher we so say you be political capital film teacher me find political capital never and ever I will never do that
teacher head
the teacher to okay then ngwase papa fair you teacher me no so ye wo kwa wa so
teacher sada ne time aso
mama nka se mi nchiro back at Anglican Senior High on him book no upa umpo odotobi anyumo no na uba ni ejinemu a benanso uba ni ejinemu a
ubato
ye me say chese especially ye Muslims no ye tuwie na ye so ye kofia na ya so ye practice like enema bi ho a ye ntiase but ya ba me say what ba Roman ye Roman for ye no e wo say wo ye bi ni ye bi our days in Kenya University we share the chaplaincy area honoma now there was not a single mosque there now your prayers were Royal Parade Ground anymore honum but churches now a chaplaincy area honum they existed meanwhile near Muslim students na yetimi busa say why the entina ye ni mosque because ye cast a chaplaincy area na area ya ma religious activities say me ka say dey yes mosque si ho say ye benya ba bi kakire bi na tradition for no say almost omodo ma don no be free card aba no ma ba ye do mbe ye ho a obi a ne de ni gidie ewu for me ye last born okọ ya santo a na tin say okọ ye no na Ramadan ni be wi a ne sa ana ye wi ye nti ye gu Ramadan no omukọ ye so omukọ permission abafia aba ye sala ana o so head mistress house mistress e catch on say omumuti a mass ana omu we dey wo mo ba ho yes I'm saying but me person me kind of react or fair ya o catch in say how long are you going to be there look there is an impression that has been created about the religion Islam let it be known that Okomsheni Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam osala ikra fi din or say there's no compulsion in religion. Liberal. Or see, there is no compulsion. Mean chase can pursue you say, no crowd by cancy and maybe say, or say and maybe beba. A sum and yes, a kind and ye the best spread the sum. Nay, is soon ye buy ye the better nano, and will be better. I can say there be a bravo way our bounty, mean the person made them here day, a bone cramofo. Cramoni bit meaning the year Transiama or because man we say me woni me yiri ni tiri wa abrabom no minya kramoni be ma na ware no say o te de make sanso ne benya kramoni bi a se bi o onso bra wo bebo no esom no enye obi de se wo mrem ye wo bi ti se Osama bin Laden mu no omo ye extremist a omo so no o madwene a wo mo de nam eti de make can say back at again Bokuse which was a Roman school. Yeah, motto ye Vitaras Lax Mundi. Truth is the light of the world. We say a Roman for Ekasa. But look, at a certain point in time, say ye fasting na yetimi arrangement to the extent say ye Muslims no ye kwano potututu ekudi ye de.
Okay.
E de na si ye. Say enkwala ko mpeso omu ye fasting. Omakwaje aduane ye say aduane na mo de be fasting kwano. Ye mfa mamo. Wo msi yo ya trase. Na o sori anopa ahonu ne gare nso ayeden edia yesi anopa no nso kura mo on sori
o da set time e dey sori dey obi ne di tem
me see yesi anopa no kura mo on sori nya na adin so that is what has happened to Methodist asemo ye dey akokoto no but me dey ni say entwamufu to adwubrɛ sebu enkwala no
how long
are they going to be there but me ka we anu maka bra be si so say both religion ni nyina there is evangelism oba ye ho a ye friend dawa obia predodo ayeden akoni diem nyama kola me kire na de ye nyina ye free ye call KUSC ye ne nyina ukokonti wa ayi basement ase ho no mox ni ho but over JCR so dia si ye be programmer ni ya be kan konwa ni nyina agu ni ahyehe ni aye program ni yeko but the Muslim community we watch unperturbed yet wana sheriff sorry ye maboni ni oso obekwa sorry okọ pensa boni papa ne dam to bi ho ya ni osuro se sanyema we bi ni betima eden influence enkwala no they to their right to express their opinion but some of us are you got a deeper life a boy some say deeper life for there me say or something with me can and then no team ni akota deeper life a boy nsem enko wie no we are malams in the Islamic it me the abotre na mesre both sector no say nkola mi se make me ami ya okoyi la mani ama but nkemoni bia wo tie ni sa kwala ko school no so okwa ye fasting na ye hye se ye mane nya mi wo gidie se eye nyankopon Allah e di se nhira no be ma no because ye sum no o se bibia ye nya intention once akola no e ka se wo ko je aduane anwumre de akoye ye se ye mfa ma no anapa de nso aye mfa ma no no onu e sori anadwo anapa no ahoni ni ga ya di so aye ma no nya den ehunu
meaning say to this extent because others ni nyina mo provide environment no more
that is to that extent that is what happened there some no na me make say baby a me call yen me call boku senior high and me baby a Anglican senior high ba ku ye woman and ba ku ye Anglican and I enjoyed all of them. Look, one thing that happened at boku senior high na abrantie bi di still ba still no what the good parent contain him
okay
when we are by need and yes we are by the ho abomu a omu su di bia bai and you still need di kama pa ye di we first time we ya wo bae and ye team there you on ye condemn prekonam and ni bufu ye no still no preko no an ye nyina ye di no ha e ti bi yes o mo be kasa nam si no se unimu a we were going the free no uno sakoka ti ya na mo na madam fubi still wa ma ya ni awie kra bi awie su wa can tell what we could do let me can say there is harmony among the two religions.
Why not?
There is harmony just say me dey me tell you there is nothing but on sometimes I tell the Muslim community obi ya article be see say Sheributu odi 100 years.
Yes.
Kaya peja secondary school mumuntum kesiye.
Na kere atuna.
Monsumu oska. Anka Ben, yantunu Sheributu senior high. With some time no, omusu betimi about science and math quiz ni bi. Then we should be putting an effort to fight with these missionary schools like Prempeh College. Like OWAS. Than this petty argument no. But one thing is say there is no way say ubeko a mass na uye Christian na Friday aso ni akasa umpo koya alwala na ko wura mosque
it has I had asa omo yen sa ebre na so onsu betumi abam ebre a wo frɛ o 054 6999744. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Me bacho na akase free bitio
Ediane Simon Kongo with the family Mazeki and then there remember be amadaye the free show back take program yi the free etumbia mompekeme yankopon and share producer mama and share na me champion chamana na kwesi na honorable Sadat document
agenda se kasaneja di oka no
and chino me balo so ai na me champa pa Joshua la bien so na awie kache malam so se tian kakra bi na ye kanyina ne se agenda ade we wa woni se ku a me wom
97.9
eye Christian that ye see most ade ma enkwale yi nti ade we ya wuti ho di politics no agenda enyo ni wo ye sere se de mi ne ba ne be kasa ye no enka mo woni Kristo some said the minimum malam bi se kan na me kasa woni church a me ko woni so church a wo bodi no woni said the mun church that but enka mo ko ho then Methodist any Roman for Omumla and Tisan at some war quarter. No court to beg Jabba, no, you won't get Betty. No, you won't know the politics who bet your position, Chapapa. That's it.
Asisimo Congo. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Mamintio.
Ghana, you know how I see a mountain from Walipo. No one yellow the man meaning in that one paso. On that party, I look at what by a papa. But I will come on your party. I escalate to you, no company, your drama. The focus is very I go to the campus school for now. I got for my skills like a Kuma. That's you. That's the money for the young area. Then you have to tell a new follower. I think that's a corner amount for my son. If you have a look for my credit by your idea, that's going to get you there, Papa. You politics from here, yeah. And not one more money in that one. That's the message I can't remember what you are. And the phone one call, yeah. I don't want to
Miss Medasi, hello. Hello, good evening. Me pacho meeting.
Okay. Hello?
Aduo.
What do you say to me that was a coffee?
Mamintio.
Remember about the champion of the chairman and Nakuti. Because I'm in Chapping about a come on, I'm in Chaman and say Papa. NDC, MPP, and Kwabanka, every because I am my MPP, as some of the Amon, and because of the Amon, MPP, and I'm say, oh, no, the Diano de Amon, something to the Bayamano. Share Dana Hassenu, Chairman Yabanacano, Romonia, what it is to Ramon or Tuba. And then now you can assume you. Now you must find a town, so you must find out of your photos to meet you also. On a common school, I never school in Abuana, another school for person number for another day. And if you know, that's an ND to form pet, you can pass them. That's about Kanaka. And then the look say, on that says you don't have money, Mama. And that's a Islamic ticket. I do buy we have 4 more by 11 months. I will from the Ponto. I had to come. You must say Dr. Bob, me about me to Sanamui. And then hard fire tissue. You must say about me at the mountain before. And it's every minute to get so at the say, anything to confirm from Fatima. That I'm coming out and 77 and for so one kind of check for. Now this time if you are on a baby, MPP, don't put my hand when the Bible Ghana for him. And you must have to buy.
Medasi, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Opa.
Me pa choka se free hin na odi the same.
Yo, me ameka say nana be di de ene e freme. Me ka se free asafo. Work station show. Na di kan onumanya force agenda. Mame mo basopa. What you say? Na ka se pan kuma doctor Alhaji Muhammadu Awumia. One year de ko 2028. SMS delegate 31st omunshano so. Na iro de no kokwapia. Na ono abakosi kuro de menhia no. Okay? Kakra me kan say ensema says agenda kan no emma NDC for no enyu madwe say o metage no ye no kore na wo kan hwe me hu bi da to o man ye tin a teacher for o ma chire Ghana mabuna de a bi ma be MP e bi ma be minister e bi ma be amampanyi e wo man opanyi na o mutima chira de a na wo abanya wa ba no o kan o mu say o makatua no umu tools ena nye ne na bekaya unse aban hye mu bobi o ka tuo mu say ye free be teacher dabre o be si potes ama teacher fo mu kira de o mu ko be o mu nyanda no o no ka say o be hye mu na teacher fo afili kombo me no ka say budget 2025 bi wa fa hye na wotimi akwa part in fact I'm sure so wotimi akwa part a o manya ye tim sie no ene agenda 111 wo se won to aso nke betime twina se foka and the Mabru in near Jumanya. And so many Jimmy, and this is for Kimusa, or Mommy Via for ye. But Mabru Yajumanya, I'm a Minuka say, ye gonna fokula, ye retail. Ọmọ mpanyin sakọ China fún ọkọ China pọtẹ mọmọlá ẹnam kakra wọn bẹ jẹ ntị no ne yẹ dwuma yẹ ne ha no ọmọ sáà bẹ jẹ.
mi da se hello.
good evening o.
mi pa chọ mi jẹ o so ẹja kò fi.
pàṣẹ jama alẹ ni ìdíwọ́ dùn ọmọ akẹ́. àmì chẹ́ chief of staff ọ̀nà bó jùlọ gbẹgbẹ̀rẹ̀ àmì chẹ́ the champion chairman nana kò sí àmì chẹ́ kọ́ abiri mc ọ̀nà bó jẹ́ fọmọ ìpa àbíjàmá mc ọ̀nà bó yẹ àmà kọ́mẹ́tì ẹ̀ oh, Mr. MPP ni say can throw one MPP in common composition because we may idea throw the my idea on papa na dia ya say omu din tora no mo para and no to say no na say o me ko te tu bi no para 3 na o kana da be we should Ghana will test me 2020 if you have 2 billion more to spend on education will you spend all of it on 3 why Wakati anaokate on 2 billion kwa nyepesi ya. Mwa ngeka mwa ana makati robitu ngeka. What makati say NDC mpaka moto. Mama is 2015 number 110 million. What buy the cost 750. What kremuni bomia. Oh wakati anamu ya create one ya kwa aswati tam nyinyi no omo zo ko.
Abutire why?
Etia mama ka ni amuda mani pa aka ni edi ajibaba. Kaka ejura ni nyesi e kana so omo ina kremu po. Enti ma kwa hono mo yesi akọ divita. Oh, enti ngba no watira tina makara ya munja ntoro na ko ma na ko.
Me da se.
Fox 97.9.
Hello?
Mpacho, good evening.
Good evening.
Mpacho, mami ntie baby akase free.
Midian Kokodu, controversial man. Mention coming more guys over for Kofia be Uchupa, no matter boss about me, and an question. Kagat Namo Kamer so budget. Mamma Tanza Kwame said, Sir Reggie, I sat school for some neighbors. I about Mena, on it, I Alan Quo, of course, Lemoga said. Aya mutwa mameka monyo tiba mena start and the college and anya DC and start you aya ba mena start tuwa ya wasugobi amfamo ba mena kufa because official baby president ana kota sase mu ana cha sato o tia bese ba mena any MPP mamu kan jani di boza ye ni magenka mo ni magenka ni otu abeti amo mamu polio mbuya ana die ko eseo etia die ye bu amano bi awon atore NDC ye tire na so pare usto one so then ye bu
Me da se hello last caller. Hello. Hello, good evening. Good evening, last caller. Okay, so be amadi anie. Aha. Mami fa last caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Mpacho ka se free. Mami ti.
Median Roman father. Now producer radio and other Roman me am